right? Black Science TV 111, Osei Kufuor, I'm back at y'all again. Today's subject is shapes. Now, shapes don't only exist by way of what you see. Shapes exist by way of sound as well, because it is shapes that they utilize to channel in information by way of energy when it is sent off or distributed into your environment. So when we are studying shapes, we must understand that shapes has a lot to do with the way energy responds to the brain, because your brain has a lot to do with what you receive and what you don't receive. And as so-called black people, we have something within our DNA, which is the frequency modulating system, which I call the FM. And this is why your government is placing the hip hop stations on all FM radios, that it is shutting down your megahertz, because we are down megahertz. So therefore, they are attacking you through your speakers. So when you are listening to an FM radio, you don't ask the question of why is it on the FM? What is FM? Why FM? Why not AM? AM is anatomical modulators, so they can't attack that. But your FM is because the melanin that you have is connected to a celestial system that is made up of the same energy that is resonating within your neuromelanin. And because you have neuromelanin, you are able to channel in on certain dimensions, meaning mind states, within the subconscious, which is your reality, which is where you really exist. And so therefore they are infiltrating your world, your own private universe, with these energies, which I call entities, to abduct who you are, to abduct the information that you need in order to evolve into higher states. It is a very, very highly thing to be able to sit back and see things for what they are, but at the same time, we must know that everything has a reason. Everything has a purpose. Everything. When you say that we exist, how do you know that you really exist? You only exist because somebody told you you exist. I'm trying to get you to think on higher states of consciousness. So when you tell me what can I do to enhance my knowledge, you can't enhance your knowledge because it's already pre-encoded within your DNA structure. It is already pre-encoded within your DNA structure. You get what I'm saying? But I was looking up some research this morning, and I found out that a lot of the things that they are doing with the CERN machines, I didn't know that they were really affiliated with those people who set up the Uber systems. Uber, U-B-E-R. This is your transport system. I know y'all like, what do that have to do with that? Because you have to understand that the United States military, when they cannot utilize a weapon, or when they strike a weapon from the list, what they do is they trickle it down to the community by way of public population control. They have a national population control and a world population control system, and then they have a public mind control system. So the thing is, I'm going to go into that in Atlanta, because we seem to think that the CERN systems is just under the ground, when the CERN system is right above your head in your community. The CERN system is what's creating the effects in your television. When you're watching television, you're not really seeing anything. CERN is creating the vision of what you're seeing on your television by way of the brain waves that they are sending, by way of the information that they are sending into your brain waves, which is being manipulated by the CERN systems, by the heart systems, which is in the same jurisdictions. You know what I mean? So we're going to have to really open our spiritual eyes to see what's really going on, because again, a lot of the stuff that we call ourselves Moors, Christians, Muslims, and things like that has nothing to do with who we are. If we are soul beings, then you cannot connect a title to a soul. Simple as that. You get what I'm saying? What were you before you came out of your mother's womb? You wasn't a Moor or a Christian or a Muslim. You weren't any of that. And you were perfect. You were in your natural state of mind. Again, a bird don't know that it's a bird because we named it. You get what I'm saying? People say, what can I do to get money? Well, yes, money sustains you, but you must understand too that money was created to compensate for those who didn't have a soul. Money is a physical soul, and a physical soul has an expiration date. We have a natural soul, which is our currency. which is real energy. You get what I'm saying? These people have holographic energy. And this is why they are projected to look like, they look like us by way of a projection through an illusionary state of mind. You get what I'm saying? So, yes, it's time for us to wake up. I have a lot of information that I'm going to be bringing. This is just the half of it. That I do my research every single day, and my room is just full of documents and things like that. I am going to get back to my online university as well, because a lot of people was telling me that they are interested in classes, and I think that'd be a good idea to do get my online thing back up, which would be good. Another thing too, a lot of people still asking me about the copper. Do not use pennies, because pennies goes through the hands of many people, and you don't know whose energy has jumped onto that component. Everything physical has something spiritual attached to it, and we know that spiritual is energy. Energy is residue that is picked up from other people. So you are your environment. So if the people that's in your environment is negative, you're going to pick up some of that residue if you don't know who you are. You get what I'm saying? So, again, we don't need books to tell us who we are. We can read books to analyze. There's a difference. To come to our own conclusion as far as meeting our own destiny within our reality, but we don't want to follow something that somebody else wrote, because even when you're reading a book, the person who wrote the book is still there. And if that person had negative energy upon writing that book, then you'll pick up off it just from reading the book. Energy travels. It don't die. You can't get rid of it. You get what I'm saying? So, I just wanted to come to y'all to touch on that. But again, there's a lot of things going on at the Chemical and Biological Warfare Department in Fort Detrick, Maryland, where a lot of the things is trickling down into the public population. And I will go further in depth with that, as well as with the CERN system, because a lot of people are ignoring the fact that CERN is your cable wires that you see outside your door, the satellites inside of the trees that you see in your community. You get what I'm saying? You got clones that is working within the agency of Uber. I won't go no further. I'm gonna keep it like that. Then y'all hear the story about the man who downloaded the app, the Uber app, and he said he heard voices telling him to go and kill people. Remember that? So signs and symbols can make you go crazy too, just by looking at it, because your physical eyes is your downloader of the information that you're looking at. That's why when you're sun gazing, you are downloading information from the sun. The sun picks up information from other dimensions, and you download it into your subconscious. The melanin part of your brain is a recorder. It records everything that you see with your physical eyes, and then they download it into your third eye. And then this is how you react. How you think is how you react. So therefore, if you are reading signs and symbols that you don't understand, and inside of these signs and symbols that you don't understand, that you can only see under certain machines, if they are negative symbols, then of course it can cause you to react, because it's touching certain particles in your brain. It's touching certain components within your brain to cause you to react in certain ways. Remember when CERN said that they got portals that they can open up between 12 to 14 seconds? What do you think they're doing at night when you sleep? Your melanin is a portal. It is a portal to reach into other dimensions, which is the dream world. They're trying to get there, but they can't. Everything dealing with the dream world is beyond the fifth dimension. And again, that gate that they can't get through, they really don't want to go through there. Nightmare on M Street will be there waiting for them. But again, I just wanted to touch base with y'all. I love y'all. Black Science TV 111, Osei Kufuor. I'm out. Peace.